Welcome to Reviews Inside TV, your go-to hub for deep dive insights into the latest tech, tools, and game-changing gear. Today, we're taking a close look at the GMKtec Mini PC, specifically the G3 Plus model, powered by Intel's new Twin Lake N150 processor. This compact desktop computer promises enhanced performance, seamless multitasking, and modern connectivity packed into a surprisingly small footprint. But is it all it claims to be? Let's find out. The GMKtec G3 Plus Mini PC features the 2025 Intel Twin Lake N150, a quad-core processor with a burst speed of up to 3.6 GHz and a 6 MB cache. It's a modest yet notable upgrade from the previous Alder Lake N100, showing around a 6 to 10% increase in processing power and roughly 15% over the older N95. Paired with 16 GB of DDR4 RAM and a 512 GB PCIe 3.0 NVMe SSD, this setup is clearly aimed at light to moderate workloads. Think office productivity, streaming, or daily multitasking. Connectivity is strong with Wi-Fi 6, Bluetooth 5.2, dual HDMI outputs for 4K at 60Hz displays, and 4 USB 3.2 ports. On top of that, you get a 2.5 GBE RJ45 Ethernet port, giving you the kind of network speed usually reserved for more expensive systems. Setting up the G3 Plus was simple, truly plug and play. Windows boots quickly thanks to the NVMe SSD, and loading everyday software like Chrome, Office, and Zoom was fast and fluid. The system stayed responsive even with multiple apps and browser tabs open, and it handled video playback, including 4K content, without stutter. In a quiet office setting, the upgraded cooling system was noticeable, not because of noise, but because of how little there was. The fan is quieter than you'd expect, and thermals stayed in check even after extended use. I tested it as a secondary workstation, paired it with dual 4K monitors, and even ran lightweight virtualization with Proxmox for a basic home lab. While it didn't break any performance records, it delivered solid reliability within its target range. There's a lot to like here, but it's not without its trade-offs. On the Pro side, it offers snappy performance for general use, ample RAM for multitasking, and great I/O with modern wireless and wired connectivity. The dual HDMI ports for 4K output are a standout feature at this price point, and the build feels solid for something this compact. The 2.5 GBE Ethernet also sets it apart if you're running local servers or doing file transfers on a fast network. On the downside, this isn't a machine for power users. You won't get strong performance in demanding tasks like video editing, 3D rendering, or modern gaming. And while the cooling is quiet, the thermals do rise under load. Manageable, but worth noting if you plan to stress the system regularly. If we're talking value for money, the G3 Plus sits in a sweet spot for casual users, home office setups, or even a lightweight server environment. The inclusion of 16 GB RAM and a 0.5 TB NVMe SSD in a device this size, along with support for dual 4K displays and advanced networking, makes its asking price feel justifiable. It's not budget tier, but it delivers proportionate value for the features and components included. Compared to similar mini PCs in this performance bracket, the G3 Plus holds its own. The upgraded N150 processor gives it a slight edge over models still running the N100 or N95, especially when paired with higher RAM. Where it really pulls ahead is with its network versatility. The 2.5 GBE support isn't something you'll find in many similarly priced systems. However, there are more powerful options available if you're willing to spend more, and cheaper ones too, if you can live with less RAM or fewer ports. As for the build quality, the chassis feels robust and tightly assembled. It doesn't creak, it doesn't flex, and the thermal management is clearly well considered for this form factor. No long-term reliability data yet, since this model is new to the market, but GMKtec's track record in this segment has been reasonably strong, with previous entries showing solid durability over time. There wasn't a need to contact GMKtec customer service during testing, but the brand does include a 1-year limited warranty and has a decent reputation in the mini PC space. Their after-sales support has generally been responsive based on user feedback from previous models, so that's a reassuring element for prospective buyers. By the way, if you're enjoying this breakdown and want more hands-on reviews like this, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to Reviews Inside TV, And tap that bell icon so you never miss a review that actually helps you decide what's worth your money. Now, if you're shopping around and thinking this might be over your budget, there are alternatives to consider. Mini PCs running Intel N100 or N95 chips with 8 GB of RAM and smaller SSDs can often be found for less. You'll lose a bit of multitasking power and speed, but for basic tasks like web browsing or office work, they can still get the job done at a lower cost. To sum it up, the GMKtec G3 Plus Mini PC is a smart, well-rounded option for those seeking a reliable, compact desktop for everyday computing. It's not built for power-intensive tasks, but for light productivity, media consumption, and small-scale server work, it delivers more than expected. Its standout connectivity options, dual 4K display support, and modern processor give it an edge in its class. Just don't expect miracles if you're a heavy-duty user. If what you need is a space-saving machine that's quiet, capable, and just gets things done, this one earns a solid thumbs up. Thanks for watching Reviews Inside TV. You'll find the link to the GMKtec G3 Plus Mini PC down in the comments box. Let me know if you've used this mini PC or are considering picking one up. I'd love to hear your take. Until next time, keep your screen sharp, your tech tighter, and remember, if it's worth reviewing, you'll see it here on Reviews Inside TV.